Hi YouTube, and this is J Trying 997 back this time with another figure review. This time my G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, Abel Breaker Shaz from Technical Surveillance. Now, Breaker has always been my favorite Joe, and I was really surprised when I heard they made the cut into this movie. Less so when I figured out they were completely destroying his character, pretty much. But at his base concept, he's still a technical officer. Breaker's big thing in the comics was that he chewed gum. If he chews some gum in the movie, you know what, that's close enough. He comes with his giant oversized rocket launcher, which they all come with, but actually they give you a little base for the rocket launcher so it looks more like Breaker's weapon. Also, he comes with his base, a laptop, a handgun, and a machine gun. So pretty interesting there. On the back of the box, his file card says, Abel Breaker Shaz is a communication specialist for the G.I. Joe team who applies his innovative thinking to technological problems. In other words, he's a supremely gifted hacker who can manipulate the digital and electronic worlds to achieve the desired results. Preferred weapon, Dare 1 directed artificial intelligent robotic weapon. Grade, Corporal. That's surprisingly right. Breaker was a corporal. Okay, so looks like a great figure. Glad they, Breaker made it into the movie, period. Not to mention that he got his figure and was in one of the first in line. So without further ado, let's pull him out of the box. And here he is out of box. I have him holding his laptop, which is surprisingly able to hook into his giant cannon. Now that's a really good little feature, seeing as usually, like I've said, they just throw these giant cannons in. They don't fit well. They don't make any sense. So actually giving him a reason to have the cannon and having it hook into his laptop is a really interesting little aspect. Okay, so it actually stays pretty snugly once you got it in there, with the exception that the laptop isn't gripped well, as you can see. Of course, it has the cord here, plugs out of the laptop. Nothing on it. It's all black, it flips closed, has the Joe logo. The cord can be pulled out of that. The launcher can be pulled out of this if you want to try and make him hold it, which, not a very good idea. Of course, standard good stuff. He also comes with his rifle, which I have him holding the handgun right now. Pop the rifle in his hand for a second. Okay. So, this is a solid figure, a really innovative concept, which is really interesting to see. Okay, pull him off the base real quick. Same base, dog tag with the Joe logo, says Breaker. Okay, so pulling that out. His articulation, full range of movement for the arms, bends at the elbow, swivels, wrist joint, same for both arms, full range of movement on the legs, knee joint, foot joint. So, once again, really nice articulation. So, overall, also I think you could probably pull his vest off if you wanted to bad enough, which I'm not going to. I think I want to leave it on. So, overall, Breaker's a solid figure. He's not the Snake Eyes of the movie. What I mean by that is he doesn't get near as much screen time as Snake Eyes, but he makes it into the movie, which is something to be said for such a lesser-known character. And surprisingly, he doesn't show up just to be killed. So, without further ado, this is J Train 997. Breaker has an $8 price tag like all the Joes. Now, I know a lot of kids are going to skip this guy, which is unfortunate because Breaker's actually a really interesting character, and with the way they fit in this cannon, maybe the only figure which doesn't have just this giant meaningless cannon, which makes him one of the better ones in my book. So, without further ado, this is J Train 997. I'd give Breaker from the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra line a very solid 8.5 out of 10. He's my favorite Joe. He comes highly recommended by me. And I'll see you soon, YouTube.